Nashindwa na mali sina we, ningekuoa malaika. Nashindwa na mali sina we, ningekuoa malaika.
My name is David Brush. I served in the Peace Corps in Tanganyika, Africa. We served from 1964 to 1966, and our primary work was road building. I know the main thing, main is the hard one. There's so many main things dealing with the Peace Corps. A big one for me was the growth that I got from the experience. I mean, the sense of international awareness of the whole universe was not just New York or Florida or California or the United States. I mean, that there really was an entire world, other cultures. I mean, I knew all these things from the book, but having lived them and experienced and been immersed into another culture and living there, that is definitely right at the very top for the, not quite an achievement, but the experience. And then for me, the outlook it gave me, the different perspective, how I could see American politics, how I could see American issues, national issues. I mean, we'd been given this other very clear perspective, how the Africans view national issues. I mean, you know, when we would spend time with the African teachers or students and stuff that were there, and of course the perspective again. There are newspapers, magazines over there. Even Time magazine was the European edition, so it had very little, 2 years of any direct U.S. viewpoints. It was almost always an international viewpoint on things. So that was a very big benefit. I perceive it as my own personal growth. It definitely fits in. I mean, it was a major influence, as well as the service was. I mean, the 4 years I spent from 17 to 21, a tremendous growth in the service. I mean, I was fortunate, maybe partly my own attitude, but I got so much out of the service. I mean, it was a time we were not in Vietnam, or at least our, you know, it was, and I'm not saying Vietnam was good at all, because I was against Vietnam. But as far as this, we need an army, we need a navy, we need a defense, and hopefully we can use it well. But the experience, the growth I got, the officers, then being a young 18-year-old kid out of high school, awesome experiences I had, learning, growth, and I had them, and they continued in the Peace Corps. I mean, it was a little different nature, more of expansion out to other cultures, more international oriented. I mean, I'm patriotic. I mean, I love the United States, but I love the planet too. I love the world, and I mean, they're all important. It's not the United States better or most important. I mean, it's my home. Most of the people, more people I love are Americans, but we need to think internationally. I mean, that's the effect I think what the Peace Corps had on me. That was that we need the United Nations. We need global concepts. We need to think globally. We need to try to see the whole picture. And that scares me, because so many politicians, so many friends I have, well, they haven't had my experiences, and I guess it's probably hard to see globally when you live in one town all your life. I mean, I think that's probably a hard thing.
I get the flavor that the Peace Corps.
Kidege, kukuwaza kidege.